Hey everyone, let's just jump right into it. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating explainer on a complete paradigm shift in executive education. We're talking about a groundbreaking alternative that is saving corporations massive amounts of time and money. It's called MindPreneurship, and it focuses entirely on intrinsic transformation rather than just, stacking up more external frameworks.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the executive education gap, move into the mind operating system, look at the 7 secrets rhythm, see where science meets ancient wisdom, and finally wrap up with measurable corporate transformation.
All right, Section 1, the executive education gap.
Look, we all know elite university programs offer amazing prestige, right? But here's the thing. They often leave executives with this massive transformation gap. You get all these highly theoretical case studies, but they just don't translate into daily practical execution on the floor. Plus, they train tons of time and massive budgets. Mindpreneurship flips this. It's wildly cost-effective. Why? Because instead of just terminating and writing off your struggling staff, it gives you a practical way to transform them from the inside out. This approach is an absolute game changer for strategic talent retention, turning those potential liabilities into deeply aligned assets.
Okay, moving right along to Section 2. Enter Mind Operating System. I absolutely love this central philosophical question from inventor Elanggovan Thanggavilo. He asks, how can you spot a black dot in darkness? It's such a brilliant metaphor. You literally cannot resolve hidden corporate challenges using all these external frameworks if your own internal state is completely in the dark. You need that intrinsic light to actually see the issues.
Now, to be clear, this doesn't mean throwing out your existing high-value corporate programs. Things like Six Sigma, neuro-linguistic programming, or total quality management, keep those. Instead, think of the Chief Mind Operating System, or CMOS, as your foundational power source. It's basically the mother framework that sits right beneath those standard programs, actually rewiring how your leaders' brains approach tasks so they can execute them effectively.
Which brings us to Section 3, the 7 secrets rhythm.
So, what's actually powering this operating system? It's a methodology called the 7 secrets rhythm. This is incredibly unique because it's designed to synchronize a leader's brainwaves directly with the founder's ultimate corporate vision. It's literally about getting everyone on the exact same frequency, both literally and metaphorically.
And here is a totally surprising fact about the sheer efficiency of this program. Traditional executive education pulls your leaders away for weeks, right? Well, this approach relies on 1-minute practical techniques, practiced for a total of just 7 minutes a day. It fits seamlessly into the highest pressure corporate environments without throwing a wrench into your daily operations. Over the course of the whole program, leaders master a total of 49 distinct intrinsic techniques. And guys, this is where the massive HR advantage comes into play. Operating on a 180-day review timeline creates this absolute goldmine of a window for strategic talent retention. Rather than eating the incredibly high costs of firing and rehiring low-performing staff, which is always a nightmare, HR can use this 48 to 180-day dedicated period to reskill them. You're internally transforming them, rewiring their neuron pathways to build entirely new execution habits. All right, Section 4, Science Meets Ancient Wisdom.
In this phase, participants are guided up what's essentially a ladder of 7 levels of consciousness. You start at the bottom with the gross conscious mind. That's the part driven by raw survival senses and external stimuli, and you work your way up through the subconscious and unconscious levels. Finally, you reach the absolute conscious mind. According to the framework, hitting this highest level is the ultimate source of true intuition, equilibrium, and really profound corporate foresight.
What's genuinely fascinating here is how ancient wisdom crashes right into modern science. On one hand, you have ancient Tamil Siddhar secrets, focusing on expanding your inner energy vortex and communicating through pure vibration. On the other hand, modern neuroscience empirically backs this up through brain frequency mapping. By actively moderating our alpha, theta, and delta brainwaves, we can massively enhance our focus, adaptability, and resilience right there in the boardroom.
Practically speaking, this all plays out through what's called the journey flow. It's this structured path where even your most basic biological inputs, like your food and physical health, are intrinsically tied to your emotional stability. By routing those emotional energies into intelligent action and conscious reactions, individuals start producing new, highly measurable corporate results. It's a completely holistic ecosystem for leadership execution.
And finally, Section 5, Measurable Corporate Transformation. So how do we actually assess all this? Well, you've got your standard competency-based training needs analysis mapped straight to your KPIs, but this program takes it a massive step further. It uses AI biometric scanning to literally track physical changes in a leader's thinking frequency patterns before and after the training. We are talking undeniable, trackable data for HR directors to measure the real, biological ROI of that critical 180-day retention window we talked about earlier.
This intrinsic transformation isn't just about feeling good. It directly elevates hard, tangible corporate competencies. We're looking at vastly improved focus and concentration, effortless memory recall, natural R&D creativity, plus better occupational safety and health awareness, stronger total quality management execution, and incredibly deep emotional resilience. Integrating this mind operating system is simply a highly cost-effective leap in your overall workforce capability.
So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. Are your leaders simply accumulating external certificates, or are they intrinsically transformed to execute your ultimate corporate vision? Because to truly drive your company forward, your leaders don't just need more theoretical case studies. They need the intrinsic power source to execute brilliantly in the dark. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope it sparks some profound new ideas for the future of your organization.